Hello. I don't know if this is working. We're having a lot of problems with internet in India. I'm in such an amazing place. I just wanted to show you. I'm in Rishikesh and this is the Ganges. Oh my god, speaking's going. Ganges. Yeah, da. And this bridge is really amazing. It's really tiny and there's all types of adventures that go on there. There's often cow and monkey on there. This is the Ganges. I couldn't say it earlier. It's really beautiful here. And the temples across. And the beautiful hills. And of course the smog. And right up here we have a monkey on our balcony, on one of the balconies. There, you can see it just up there. They're playing all type of monkey stuff. So sorry I haven't been able to post the videos. I have to do that when I come back to Europe. But as you can most probably guess, the internet has not been working out for me here. But what a joyful 6 weeks, 7 weeks it's been, meeting lots of wonderful people while doing talks. It's really wonderful. I'll just show you this monkey walking along a tightrope down here. It's so funny. Don't know if you can see it, right in the middle, just there. There is a monkey walking along the wire underneath. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. I suppose this is when I talk about non-duality, but I hadn't even thought about non-duality. So I have to see and touch into my heart and see if there's anything to say. I've been speaking about it so much over the last 6 weeks. Taking nearly every day, sometimes 4 or 5 hours a day, sometimes just 3 hours a day. Talking. And it feels like the talks are getting easier. Like it's easier to talk with people. I think predominantly why it's easier doing talks with people is that I've changed the way I talk. I used to talk very hardcore non-duality, and now I'm a lot more flexible and speak to people also about the personal self and what it is they want. And this is helpful to talk about when people aren't ready or willing to talk about non-duality. And it's not that non-duality is the ultimate goal, like, well, it is absolute freedom, but it's not that working on the personal self is in any way a lesser form or lesser work. It's an never-ending process working on the personal self, and it's something that all of us should get used to doing, just like exercising, like working on expanding ourselves and understanding what we want and what we need and our boundaries. It's really beautiful, and being more positive and more in line with what's happening. But the way I've been talking is trying to make a clear distinction between the two different dynamics, so that the personal self and the absolute, and it's totally okay to work on the personal self. And even though the mind might think I'm working on the personal self, that's the illusion. It's a reconditioning that's happening. Like nobody can ever work on themselves independently, because there is no independence, but there can be an appearance of action. So I inform you how to do something, and then there can be an appearance of action that happens. And to me, the most important thing of reconditioning is understanding what it is you want on the human level. And that's not a bad or negative thing. In non-duality, what they're pointing to is that seeking or craving and the belief that you'll find home in what you want is the suffering. It's not that you're not meant to want. That's the confusion of most people. They think I've got to not want, I've got to be nothing. I've got to be and do nothing. But it's actually that the body is allowed to move towards pleasure. It's allowed to ask for what it wants. But it's so that you won't find home in it. Home is who you are. Home is what you are. Home is this moment. What you've always looked for in your wants is this moment, and then it's made it into a craving. It's made it into this seeking energy of trying to pin down these pleasures that cannot be pinned down, and it makes them too important. And a balanced person is somebody that understands that their body has wants and needs. It focuses on what it wants. It doesn't focus on lack or what it can't do or its limitations. It focuses on what it wants, and it understands that its true nature is limitless, and that all you have to do is align with that want. And if you align with that want, then it more than likely will happen. You just have to align with it, like vibrationally believe that that can happen, but from your heart, from a beautiful place. And then you give it to God, you give it away. You don't hold on to it and try to make it happen and force it to happen because you believe that's the only thing that will complete you. There is nothing that will complete you in time. You just do it in a beautiful way, like, I want to be happy, I want to be free, I want to find peace with people, I want to enjoy people. And that's a beautiful vibration. Most people live on the human level in I can't do it, I won't do it, in so many limitations and boxes, and then they wonder why they're so uncomfortable most of the time. Not only are you seeking for freedom in what you want, but you're also telling yourself you can't get it and that you're not good enough and that you'll never get it. Could you write and tell me if this is working? I'm not sure if this is working. If it's working, give me a thumbs up. To me, there's a message stuck on here saying, "Sweet, good to see you, Lisa." And that message being stuck implies that it's not working. Yes, you can hear. Oh, good. I just have to show you this funny thing, okay? There's a cow on the bridge now. So not only is the buses, there is now, can you see this cow right here? And now he headbutts people. I've been watching him the last couple of days. He randomly headbutts people. Not every people. He selects people out of the crowd that pass him and then headbutts him, which freaks people out. And not only are they walking really high up on a really small bridge, they then have to deal with a cow headbutting them and scooters beeping. It's really quite an adventure, this bridge. I'm in Rishikesh, India. And I think that talking about this from these two different sides, so talking about non-duality when people are ready. Oh man, that monkey's really like trying to bully someone into giving it what it wants. So, not only I'm in Rishikesh, India. Not only are am I talking about the absolute, which is really beautiful, but helping people find more balance in their personal life, and making the clear distinction. It's so sad to me to walk around in spirituality and in India and seeing so many people trying to be nobody, which isn't the goal. On the human level, you are somebody. You are a character with your uniqueness and your individuality and your life force and your particular way of being. What non-duality is trying to point to is it is an illusion, and seeing that illusion and seeing that who you truly are is that limitless space that's everything. And then when you're identified with just that person, you suffer because you always feel like you've lost something. And then when you identify with that limitation, then you build up all these really bizarre ideas on the human level that you're not enough, that something bad's going to happen to you in the future, that you have to protect yourself, that you have to produce things for the future. You have to make things happen. Look at it all. One thing can never be acting without another. So how could there ever be free will and a you that can do something? However, I can instruct you how to cut the wood better, and you might, next time, cut the wood better. I can instruct you how to be a more healthy, balanced person. How to be more positive and alive and vital and active. But that doesn't mean that you are actually that somebody. How can anything act without everything else? How can you act without air, without all other things, without sunlight, without the trees, without nature, without water, without food, without buildings, without space to walk in, without your legs that can walk, without other people, other animals? Everything is dependent on everything else because it's all one energy. It's like a kaleidoscope, though. It looks as if it's lots of separate pictures, but it's actually one energy constantly transforming into itself. Changing, evolving, and transforming into itself. Okay, well I better finish here because I know that the internet's not that good, so uploading might be difficult. Thanks guys. If you want to join any of my talks, you can find it on my website. I'm in Rishikesh now for another week, then I'm back in Europe, and I'll try and upload some of the talks that happened in India when I'm back in Europe. I'm also doing events in Europe. In March I'll be in Germany at the end of March. You can see that on my website. And in April I will be in the south of Spain for the Easter retreat over for the Easter break. So from the Thursday, Friday is Easter Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then to the Thursday after. Thanks guys. Bye.